pretty excited for Montana and I to be doing this together. She's 19, has never really been outside of Alabama that much, certainly not to another country, and neither of us has ever been to Europe, so I think this is going to be a cool experience for us to share together. Yay! And we're off. The Camino de Santiago, the French way, has begun. My sister Montana and I chose the French route because we've heard it's the most traditional, or at least the most popular of the Santiagos, and gives you, the typical experience. So we decided we'd start with this and then maybe try something like the Norte at a later time. We stayed in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port last night, which is still in France. We haven't crossed into Spain yet. Got checked in and got our credentials, so they give you a little Camino passport that you get stamps in along the way, and then at the end you show that for your completion certificate. We've only got about 4.8 miles to do today, but we couldn't leave town until 9:30 a.m. because we had to go to the post office. But we gain about 2,000 feet of elevation in that, and both of us are pretty fresh off the couch. In fact, Montana's never been backpacking at all, so it's gonna be quite the challenge this first day. And I mean, everyone says the Camino's flat, but I can assure you it's not, at least starting out. Montana, congratulations on your first mile of the Camino.
It's been a mile already?
She just asked me, why do you put yourself through this? And I said, what? She said, hiking. Hey, y'all. We just ran into a man who's from France. And Montana, how did he know where we were from?
Wow. He goes, Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Oh, that's a horrible French accent, but it's better than I can do, so.
No, I don't know how he said it. I don't know Forrest Gump.
He knew us. Well, he knew Alabama from Forrest Gump, so we told him it was our brother. And now we leave the road for a track. Now you're on a real trail. So, most normal people would book the first few places they're gonna stay when they go to a different country, but I usually just do things on the fly. The first stop is in an area called Orson. From what I understand, it's just an albergue, but it books up like way far in advance. So they told me a week ago when I tried to book it to give them a call the day before. Yesterday I called and the man told me that as long as I am there by 1 p.m. he should be able to help me out. I have a feeling we're about to be rewarded with a beautiful view. Yippee-yi-yo, cow patty. Yippee-yi-yo, cow patty. Poke it, Montana. Buns of steel. Buns of steel. This is like, ow, like stinging nettle or something though. Jeez, hurts. Worth it though. It's stinging bad?
Yeah.
Ugh. So I just touched this with my wrist and it's like on fire, and Montana backed up to let a car go by. Is it?
It's just like both are like.
Yes. It's like stinging nettle on steroids. God. Woo. Oh, first untied shoe of the trail.
Oh my gosh.
We've got 12 minutes to get point 2, which I think is where the road goes down there and then back up. It's just on the left. Come on. Come on, Montana. Come on, Montana. Made it with minutes to spare. Let's hope they have space or we're gonna be sleeping in the ditch right there.
With the chicken.
With the chickens. Is that your pillowcase?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. It's like...
Yep. It's like that
feels
wash.
like...
It's like when the dryer sheet
Yes!
things.
It does feel like a dryer sheet. I'm making a rescue from the restroom. Ugh. Be free, friend. Go eat some clothes. Maybe I really shouldn't put it near the clothes. Be free. No, you... Come on, you have to help yourself some. There you go. Dry off. Okay.
No, I think the vehicle's going down there.
I know, it's not moving. I wonder, you know what? Oh no, it is moving.
Is it?
It's just sluggish. Day 2. We are already having to embrace the suck. Now we have uphill and rain. I guess the good news is we won't be sweating. It's got a butterfly booty. 10 kilometers. Yeah, we think that's what it is anyway. It is not 10 miles yet. As you can see, there is pasture, a few rocks here and there, and trees. We're not really sure where these came from, but here they are. I was just telling Montana I wish we could find a place out of the rain to take a break. And we did. And they have hot chocolate. Oh, hey, sweet. Oh, you probably can't even scratch yourself with that bell. Ooh, them some strong legs. Let's stay to the front side. Did you make a deposit? Did you make a deposit? Uh-oh. 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 Less than a quarter mile to Spain, Montana. I think we're there.
Oh.
Okay, maybe not yet.
Oh, you got it.
So cool. Ready to go to Spain?
Yes.
Let's go.
I miss France.
Yeah, the French fries were so good.
Right?
Crossing in.
Hey!
Hey! Woo! And we got another break, thankfully, in an emergency shelter. So we got to hole up in there with some other folks and ate some lunch and just, again, got out of the wind and the rain for a little while. Be careful in that wood. It's slick when it's wet for real. Even though most of today has been really rainy and wet and cold, we'll take it because it's been a balance of luck. Because the first day we were lucky enough to get into the refuge at Orson. It was completely booked. So at dinner last night, I was talking to some of the other people and they said that they had it booked since June. I'm really glad that we got to stay at Orson last night because it was just a cool place. It had great food and it was really clean. A lot of folks there, so it just had kind of the community atmosphere. But I think my favorite part of the whole experience was during dinner while we were all eating dessert. They had everybody stand up one by one and tell their name, where they were from, and why they were hiking the Camino. Ooh, I about messed up one time. There were several really cool stories. Some people are doing it because it's their 50th anniversary. Some people because a sibling asked them to hike along, like me and Montana. And then actually a guy that we met yesterday as soon as we got to Orson is hiking because he lost his daughter earlier this year, and he's carrying a little necklace that has some of her ashes in it. He's gonna go ahead all the way to the coast and spread her ashes in the ocean. So there are a lot of people out here with different stories of why they're doing it and why this is special to them. So it's just cool to have everybody share that, and I guess it kind of brought everybody together instead of being just awkward. And that's a tradition. They do that with all of the folks who come through on the Camino there at Orson, the refuge. And so I highly recommend staying there. It was awesome. And if that's any indication of what the rest of this trip is going to be like, then I'm pretty excited. My turn. Wow, that's a big pile you put back there.
I hate you.